Okay, so I am wanting to do like a weekly roundup on my goals. So I am recording it, and I'm probably going to send it to the gang and probably send it to Danny and myself. So I'm just looking at the goals for the year and what we want out of this. Now, last year, our big goal was we wanted to move to the sunny coast, and part of that big goal was like, well, if we're going to move to the sunny coast, before we need to move, we need to get married. And so we got married, and it worked out really well. So it was a good plan. So, what do I want for 2025? Big things for me. I would like to own my own income. And what I mean by that is I probably would like to change jobs. Like, whilst I'm making good money at doing what I'm doing, I am tethered to being in the city. Even if it's only 2 days a week, it's being anxious about what my income is doing would prevent me from doing the things we want to do and going up to the coast or travelling or all of those things. So having some way of generating my own income or owning my role or something like that would be fantastic. We've been doing a little bit of saving, and if we can keep that up and not have any big surprise expenses, if we sort of repeat what we've done in the last 12 months, we might be getting close to a house deposit, or at least a deposit on a block of land, or maybe a shoebox by then, depending on what the market's doing. In terms of like health goals, I've had this weird fucking thing with my leg, and I would quite like to not have like geriatric old man ulcery things. So that's part of my plan this year. I've really demotivated when it comes to like lose a lot of weight and stuff like that. So my focus is more on I'm going to focus more on improving my strength and hope that weight loss comes with that. That's kind of my plan, and that bit of extra activity should be good for my veins anyway. Part of my goals is that I'd like to be doing this once a week, so if you see me again on Sunday, then I'm being good. Part of all of this plan is that we are likely going to need to re-sign our lease in April. So if we are going to move to the coast at that point, that will probably be when we need to make that decision, if we're going to the coast or if we're staying on another 12 months, which means that April is sort of my horizon for finding alternative income. So make sure you ask me about that next week when about what I'm coming up with next.
Like and subscribe.
I'm trying to be a bit more organised. This is part of that. So accountability, I think, is relevant, which is why my face is here. Yes. That's all for me. Penelope has some goals as well. Penelope is going to practice her recall.
But Penelope has some goals.
This is true. Cornelius is perfect. Penelope has goals. Danny has some goals too. I'm not going to make her do hers.
Of course I'll do mine.
You'll do yours?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
So, I have a time frame of getting my Ps, my license, between January to April. Ideally, my learner's permit is expiring January 12th. So the next time I have funds available to me, when I get paid in the next fortnight, I'm going to book a test in for like the first couple of weeks of January, whenever they have availability, just so that I can overcome that hurdle and get over the anxiety of actually taking the test and hopefully pass it as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the time frame that I'm looking at for actually getting the license is non-negotiable, has to be by April, because that's when we're moving. I really want to be able to work on my mental health, and part of that is also coming up with movement in being included into my daily life and making it enjoyable and something that can bring a lot of mental clarity and positivity. because as much as I don't like to admit it, physical movement is a huge part of mental health. I fucking hate that. And I also am reading a book called Doing the Work at the moment, which has been very beneficial. So once I've finished that, I want to put what I've read into practice and start building on confidence and regulating my emotions, and becoming more confident. And part of the mental health journey for me is also having a chat with my dad and making sure that going forward I feel like I've gotten some stuff off my chest and have a better feeling about my relationship with him in the future. And finally, make a baby. We want a baby on the way by
Yes, I want a baby too.
Year. God willing.
I also would like to make a baby, but there's less making on my side. I'm
We can only do so much with that.
I'm more like the ingredients than the chef.
Yes.
But yeah, that was our little goals roundup. I hope to do this again next week. If I haven't done this again next week, then please add me and be like, Adam, where the fuck is your roundup? But if you're watching this, then know that you're one of the people in my world that I care about and love. And I hope that not only does this motivate me to keep doing this, but maybe I hope that you'll sit down and think about what you want for 2025 and what is the happiness in your world. Big love.
Peace.
Mwah.